walk us through this. How again? It's if I again, I told you earlier before the break that if I was in Facebook in a if I wasn't a startup founder, I would love to work for a Facebook or a Google because it felt amazing, just free food and whatnot, right? What made you leave, and what's this new challenge you're embarking on now, being the head honcho and CEO of Quanta Digital?
Cool. Well, thanks for that question. Maybe before I say I want to leave, it was always starting up my own company was always somewhat the apex of my like dream. Like you climb the corporate ladder, but not just to get to the top, but to learn as long along the way.
Mhm.
And once you get to a point where you're just waiting for your boss to quit or die, then the next step is you start your own company, right? So I think that's part of it. My dad was a businessman. He is an entrepreneur in his time,
Mhm.
and I think for a lot of us, those of us who like me are late jumpers. The hesitation is really the failure, the fear of failure, right? And one at one point or the other, you're like, let's pull the plug, let's do it,
Yes, you're
like a
gonna have to
bad
jump
band-aid,
out.
just pull
Yes.
it,
Yep.
right?
What led
So,
you to pull
so
it?
I think like well, so you were mentioning Saul earlier, and
Yeah.
former CEO of
Andrew.
Quanta, Tristan,
Mm.
Andrew, all these guys were people I got in touch. I stayed in touch with,
Yeah.
and I'm also still in touch with Inaj, who was my CEO back in Lazada, and seeing them just gonna do things. There was
Yep.
always that slight envy. Like I'm here, I'm
Um,
secure. I'm in a company that's gonna keep me cocooned, and
right.
as
Pay you
much as
nicely.
yeah, pay me nicely. And not like if I do really bad, I won't have anything to draw as payroll kind of activity. Like, I get a performance evaluation discussion maybe, but
Yep.
not like, oh, there's no money in the bank for you this
Right.
month
Right.
because you didn't do right. So I think that's basically the fear, right? Like, what if
Mhm.
I don't make it? What if I fail? What if, but there's always that in at night when you're lying down, what if I succeed? What if it works?
Mm.
And that's always that, balance there. And in my head, like I'm not getting any older. I remember, so just probably back in SM, I got to meet a lot of the people who are now, such as you, like successful business people who sold their businesses, started up multiple times, and are just successful. And I'm like, before I was evaluating, I remember Brian. Brian now,
Brian
like
Cool.
such a CEO from Grab, and
Yep.
he's now with JG
Uh,
Summit, right?
yeah. No, he also has his
And he's
own new startup that does the
Jeepney,
jeepney
yeah, the
thing. Yeah.
Jeepney one. Yeah, so definitely. I remember him asking if he could put a stall to hail taxis outside the arena, right? And that guy was like maybe 2 years ago, you wouldn't imagine that he was the guy pitching, and I was on the other hand listening and saying like, "How much will you pay me if I let you put a stand?" Right?